I said, yeah, oh, sure, I will. I'll be glad to help. And then I said, well, what do I say? And she said, well, say something inspirational. And I said, did you think I was Mother Teresa? How are you asking me something? But I'll tell you the story. It goes back 2 years. Since you're finished eating, you can digest before. Go ahead. Before dessert. Anyway, about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer from my urologist. And he said, let's set up a meeting and we'll talk about it. I said, okay. So I put a nurse friend of mine with me, just in case I didn't understand what was going on or I didn't know what questions to ask. So he started by saying, you have a few options, and one is a wait and see. And I thought, well, until I'm dead, I don't want to wait and see, okay? The other, he said, you know, at your age, I wouldn't advise surgery. And I thought, 35 isn't that bad. But anyway, he said, no. He said, but there is CyberKnife. There's two ways. One, you could go until you reach Medicaid, because you go a little bit each week. And the other is 5 days. So I called up Community and made an appointment, and I met with Debbie Moriarty. And she was terrific. I brought the nurse with me just in case I needed help. And she explained everything and said, do you have any questions? You know, I'll answer them. So I asked her if I could have children, because I was very concerned about that. And she said, yes, you can have children. So I thought that was good. And then I began the process, which seriously is it's precision in the making. I had tests, they had a CAT scan, they made, I don't know what you'd call it, like a mold? A mold, very good, thank you. They made a mold, and one of the last things, they said, now, we have to put markers in you. Markers? Where do you put markers? Well, we put them around your prostate. I said, well, how do you get there? And they said, oh, in your coonie. So I really was nervous. That's the only thing that I was nervous about. I went and, you know, they pulled down my feet. And it was a little chilly, it was air conditioned. And I said, now, suppose I feel this, what? I'll fall right off the table. She said, no, we're gonna give you something to relax you. And I thought, oh, thank God. So I must have fallen asleep or died because I didn't feel anything at all. I woke up and my backside didn't hurt, nothing. It was done. And then I was ready for the CyberKnife. And that's when I met Maureen and Marilyn, the technicians in the CyberKnife area, which, I mean, I go visit them now when I go in to have a PSA test. Thank you for the PSA. They were wonderful. They were so upbeat and such wonderful people that, you know, you sat there, I mean, you laid there for 45 minutes to an hour, and I listened to music because the TV was broken, but it didn't matter. They would have had those shows on, I forgot what they're called, you know, the stomach turns and all those other ones. So I didn't need that, but I loved the 60s music. And just talking to them and seeing them made a world of difference. And when I was all done, I don't know how it happened, but I almost missed not seeing them. Because it was every other day that I would go. And since then, you know, I've been back for the PSA test. And when I go, Debbie talks to me. In fact, the last time I went, because I gained weight, but I didn't want her to know, so she said, here, go on the scale. I said, oh, I go to Weight Watchers, here's my weight. She said, get on the scale. And it proved me a liar, but I had to get on because I was afraid of her. And then we talk, she tells me what the results are. Lynette Gonzalez has helped a lot. She got me involved in a study. I won't go into the study. Is there something I said? But it was good. I felt like I helped someone with the study of filling out this paperwork. And that's how it's been. And after Debbie comes Dr. Ayers, he comes in and he talks you know, but everything is upbeat. And the numbers went from pretty high to down to really low where I'm satisfied now. And I know they'll watch me for about 5 years. So if God forbid anything should happen, I feel I'm in the right spot. And I will tell you this, if there's anyone you know that needs it, and those of you that have it would agree with me, go to community. You know, go to them, because you'll be very pleased with the results, or they will be very pleased with the results. I'm not sure about the markers, but you don't feel it. You don't feel it, but they have to tell you about that. They have to be honest with you. So anyway, that's it. That's the story, and I'm very grateful to everybody in community that has been so nice to me, including, I mean, even the secretaries when they go in, they always give you about 14 papers to fill out. And I was just here a few months ago. And they're good. They're good. I mean, they know me. And one thing I do have to get straight tonight, I had a thing on my window when I looked the other day telling me, you better not park here without a parking ticket or a sticker. So I have to get one of those stickers because I don't want to get a ticket or have my car towed. That'd be worse than anything. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sorry there aren't more people here that could give you their stories. But mine is good. Mine made me really happy, and I'm very delighted, and thank you for all of you that helped me. Okay?